make marinara sauce. This recipe is part of a collaboration started by Heather at A Catholic Mom's Life. Try out some new recipes for Lent this year for those meatless Friday meals. This only has 3 ingredients in it. I've got peeled tomatoes, garlic, and olive oil. You can add a little bit of salt at the end if you like, but it's not necessary, just to taste. This is my very favorite brand. It was on sale, so I grabbed a couple cans. So to add the garlic, I don't mince it up because not everyone in my family loves the taste of that garlic, although I do. So when you crush it with the side of your knife, all that does is just loosen up the skin so it's really easy to peel off. Then you just kind of like can go and cut just the very end there where the clove attaches to the head of the garlic. To prepare the tomatoes, it's super simple. Right now I'm just pinching off the part of the tomato that attached to the stem. It's got a little bit of a tough texture, and then any skin that's still stuck to the outside of the tomato, I just go ahead and remove that too. So I just continue along through both of the cans of tomatoes. Any basil that might be packed in with that too, I go ahead and omit that just so that it's not part of the sauce, but you can leave it in if you like the flavor of basil. So meatless meals on Fridays is something that Catholics do. A lot of Christians are following that, and a lot of people just are vegetarian or vegan and would appreciate maybe a new kind of recipe. This is a very big family favorite. I've been watching my mom make this ever since I was a little girl. In fact, I have fond memories of even our kids watching my mom make this sauce. It's such a staple. My daughter's even spooned it straight from the bowl into her mouth. Go ahead and add that extra liquid that's at the bottom of the cans. That's going to help out because we're going to let this sauce simmer for quite a while, or just for the minimum you can do is even 20 minutes. That'll be a thinner kind of a marinara sauce if you prefer that. So this pan is going to be going on medium-high heat. And I'm going to go ahead and add in the olive oil. So I'm thinking this is about a tablespoon or 2. Make a very thin layer of oil on the bottom of your pan. So here can go the garlic. Just be careful with your garlic. I go ahead and stir it around just for a little bit, kind of flavoring the oil, but also I don't want this garlic to burn and become bitter. So look at the garlic, and when you see just the beginnings of a little bit of bubbling, there you go. We're ready for adding the crushed tomatoes. So just going to stir that for a second, and then go ahead and add in those crushed tomatoes. Now, if you like them chunkier sauce, then don't crush them up so fine. And if you like them a really thin sauce, you can go in with your stick blender at the end, which is something I do sometimes depending on the preferences of whoever's gathering with us for dinner. So stirring this sauce is really important because you don't want it to stick. If it sticks, it will burn at the bottom, and then any further stirring will add those burned bits in. Right there, you can see the oil and the tomatoes have not yet come together, and they will after some time of simmering and stirring. So you've got that figure 8 pattern going there with the stirring, and that's going to keep the sauce moving and not allow it to stick. So as I mentioned, I go ahead and add a little bit of salt to taste. I feel like I add about a teaspoon or 2 here. I'm just kind of going across the top of the sauce and stirring it in. And whenever we have pasta, I will go ahead and add my pasta right into the sauce pot. You know, I've always been doing that. And I feel like you get a good coverage over all of the pasta. When you go ahead and add it in, sometimes you even get some of the pasta water in there, and that's just going to add some of the flavor of the pasta, starches, a little bit of salt if you had added boiling water for your pasta. It's all going to just add and come together and be delicious. So that night we just had some marinara sauce on our tortellini, and it was so yummy. I hope you guys give it a try. Let me know in the comments below. God bless. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.